What's up, everybody? Target individual CJBK here again. This is my last day or two here in the apartment, and this is pretty much what my place looked like, right? It looks nice, right? It looks nice, you know. And for the most part, I really enjoyed my 2 years here. But the last year was very difficult. Especially realizing I was being targeted and whatnot. All right. So here's what I wanted to show, right? So all of these were set exactly the way they were supposed to be set when I first moved in September 2019. Right now, I keep telling people I do not need to make any of this stuff up. I really don't. I really don't. So, boom, right? Now, remember I told you they changed I think they changed just about all of them. They changed all of them, right? Because, they wanted to mess around with me and because they learned that, they're remote neural monitoring me, so they know I know about dirty electricity, and I've been learning how to cut off. Some of the switches to reduce the amount of EMF radiation in my apartment, right? So, boom, last night I cut just about all of them off. As you can see, just about all of them are off, except for 2 and 6. 2 and 6 are the only ones they left alone. Was the refrigerator and stove, which is kind of funny because if I would have really wanted to mess with a person, I would have switched the fridge. I would have switched the fridge switch out, and then have the target individual try to figure out, okay, which one is the fridge, or it would just be like, why is the fridge not working? And then have the person just go through a whole thing where they're like trying to call up management to find out why come the fridge is not working. It's supposed to be a brand new fridge, blah blah blah. I would have did it that way, but I guess this is why I'm not a gang stalker, because I probably would be really good at it anyway. So boom. Now remember, all of them off except for the fridge and the stove, right? So now I got my laptop plugged up, and because I wanted to charge it, right? But I gotta turn it on, right? Now, living room outlet, right? That's 16. If I flip that on, right? 16. Living room outlet, 16. Now, to know if it's charging, I would see a light here on the side. There's no light. Even better, this over here, this plugged in, this is to the LED lights that I had. I gotta remember to take this down before I leave. That would have came on, right? So living room outlet is not on. I'm not even sure what that switch actually cuts on anyway. I'm not even sure which one that actually controls anymore. So boom, we just gonna go ahead, switch that off, right? Let's try something else. 14 is lights. Okay, so lights is the same, but I rarely ever use the lights, right? So lights is the same. Now, and it's funny, as I turned the lights on, I felt I felt like a pressure buildup on the right, I felt like a pressure buildup on the right top part of my cranium as soon as I turned the lights on. So I'm telling you, I can't make this up. So now let's keep trying. Which one is it? Let's try bathroom GFI. There we go. You see? So I'm just saying, I can't make this up, And then let's see that. I'm telling you, I can't make this up. So I'm just like, no matter what, I'm documenting everything. And then I know when I get over to my mom's house, it's probably gonna be even more weirder, because You know, her switch box, she doesn't have as many as I have. It's only like 2 or 3. And, you know, knowing it's her house, I can't really mess with, you know, stuff at her house like that anyway. But yeah, so, and just as I turned that on, I just felt like everything, you know, because, you know, they're using the electricity from everywhere to basically pump out the EMF, pump out the electromagnetic field even more. You know, they're using the dirty electricity, like the resting electricity, to basically push it out more. And because the body's natural own electromagnetic field, it takes in, like the body takes in energy, external energies, you know, so it takes in. There's a number of different things you got to do in order to block it or to try to manage it. I've been doing as much research on qigong. You know, it's like a exercise that, you know, Taoists use to manage and you know, control the amount of energy that is flowing in their body. They can either move it out or they can, you know, do a number of different things. So, yeah, I'm just letting y'all see it straight up. Now, and then I see, now the only thing I could never really show or prove, right, is like it only takes no more than about 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes after I get into the house, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing cars honking outside of my window. There is no traffic out there, right? But I kid you not, 10 minutes as soon as I get into the house, and there's already like, you know, I call them the mobile gangsters. I think they're like the supervisors or something like that. They're out there probably giving commands to the electronic handlers who's probably live right upstairs. Who knows? Because I know a lot of times, if I was sitting in here, you know, watching a movie or something, either I would hear this weird flushing sound come from the toilet, or I would hear someone just like dropping. It'll sound like a marble or something, or it's like some kind of hard ball or whatever. They'll drop it right above my head, and it's loud enough just to be a distraction to take my mind off of whatever it is I'm focusing on, because that's what they're really trying to heterodyne on. They're trying to heterodyne with into your they're trying to intercept your brain frequencies, basically. You know, they're trying to get you to relax or find like an opening so then they can be able to merge their frequencies with your brainwave activity, right? Because they want to constantly monitor your brain. They're trying to basically clone your brain. But yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. Like right now they've been going hard on trying to like basically they call it, you know, giving him osteoporosis, because they'll attack. So like right here I have this magnet, right? And I'm pressing it up against a spot that is basically right where the bone of my femur will go into the hip socket, right? And what they're doing is they're basically trying to destroy the tissue or the nerve that is in that region, and it creates like it's kind of like, it's not really intense pain, but it's like a nagging pain, and it's irritating as hell, you know. And I could feel myself slowly becoming more and more irritated, because it's an annoying pain, because I know it's not something that I'm doing to cause it. It's them causing it. So what they're basically trying to do, they're trying to irritate you as a targeted individual. They're trying to irritate you to a point where you actually become something like another Myron May or Aaron Alexis or or they trying to make you become like the next, what was that guy, the movie theater shooter? All that's what they're doing. They orchestrate all these different types of ways to irritate you just so that you can go crazy. But I'm like, look, I'm God willing, so they are not going to get anything out of me. They're better off. More than likely, they probably going to try to find some way to set me up, to put me in jail or whatever. They already found a way to try to block me from ever submitting my 2020 taxes, because when I tried to do it online, I kept getting denial of service attacks. So, I know that's on me, because I should have just went to a tax preparer. But I was like, I don't want to pay somebody to do my taxes. I've been doing my own taxes for like the last, 4 or 5 years, right? And and I don't have anything. I don't itemize, or I don't have anything difficult for me to report in taxes. I don't have children, nothing like that, But they don't want me to live the life that I should be living, because they want me to live a life that they are trying to choose for me. And that was for me to become a police officer, right? They wanted me to become a police officer and to do God knows what. And they constantly say, oh, we're trying to offer you an opportunity. We're trying to offer you an opportunity. You're supposed to become a police officer. I done heard people at my job mention stuff like, I would see somebody go off on the side and they're having like a little quiet conversation, and all of a sudden I would hear, someone yell, he was supposed to become a police officer. And I'm just like, motherfucker, I'm not supposed to do nothing but follow God's commandments and die, So now I got people who's mad at me for shit. I'm not even, I don't do shit to nobody. I don't do nothing to nobody. And even if I did do something to somebody, I'm usually the first one to apologize and admit when I was wrong about something. But you know what? Whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, and I got some stuff I gotta do. I can't get my building manager to respond to my email because they need to come in and do like a walkthrough inspection to make sure everything is fine. But she's not responding, so I'm just like, let me just go ahead and prepare my mind for something. I mean, I get it. Maybe she's just busy. The best thing for any TI to do is never allow yourself to become too, what's the words I'm looking for? Don't allow yourself to become too frustrated based on what other people are doing and not doing. Because remember, the whole point of this is to get you irritated to a point where you're stressing, and then stress will actually, hinder your immune system. And if your immune system is hindered, the next thing you know, your hormone production, the release of certain, things in your body will go haywire. The next thing you know, it's like boom, you're all messed up now. And they would succeed. And remember, I honestly believe now at this point that a lot of this is definitely for human trafficking purposes, or probably organ stealing as well, So, I just wanted to show y'all that. And, remember, there is a way to, if not stop, but reduce the amount of influence, everything that these perps are doing. There's a way, and I'm going to keep working on this. I've already kind of accepted in my mind that a lot of the people that know me for years, they flipped on me, and they think I'm, a lot of them probably think I'm going crazy or whatever case. I mean, that's already a given when it comes to like being a targeted individual. So, but at the same time, I'm just like, look, there's 9 billion people on this planet. If all the new people that I come in contact with are just gonna have to be target individuals, then let that be, because you know what? At the end of the day, we're probably God's chosen children. So, if anything, if we just need to stick together and that's pretty much it, then that'll literally just be it. You know, so remember my fours: take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. And as always, you only have one body, one mind, one spirit, one God. Peace.